A Stranger in Belknap, Texas. Frank was out of breath when he reached the front porch. He said to come quick, down to the store. There's a phone call for you. So Beth quickly closed the door and headed for Sophie's Stitch-em-up, the only phone in town now the gas station shut down. Sophie started her store after Frank's daddy died. He was always pointing his finger like a gun at every little boy he saw, including Frank. Then he'd say, "Stick 'em up." Kind of gave Sophie and her son Frank a little comfort. She handed Beth the phone receiver when she walked in, ready to inform her. She was listed as next of kin for a Susan Woodrow. Mr. and Mrs. Woodrow were casualties of the cholera epidemic there in St. Paul. Beth must have made a sound, for Sophie instantly brought her a chair and sent Frank for a glass of water from her house behind the store. The voice continued to say there was a child left by the couple. Did she want the child? If not, the city was making arrangements for orphans of the epidemic. Beth said of course they would take the child, and the voice said the city would pay for the train ticket. They would send a telegraph with the arrival date of the girl. The call was over. Beth sat stunned. That was 11 years ago. They didn't say how old the little girl was or what her name was, but she's coming. Beth and Dewey, at the ripe old age of 69, were going to be the parents to another little girl. She told Dewey that evening. She could tell Dewey was aging. His normal stoic face winced ever so slightly as a tear or two trickled down his stubbled cheek. Beth looked away. No need to embarrass him. They sat silent for quite a while. Then Dewey said, "I'll start fixing up Susan's room come morning." The telegraph gave the date, train, time, sex, height, weight, and finally a name, Tammy Lynn Woodrow, 8-year-old female. They worked hard on Susan's room, dressed in their Sunday clothes, drove the 61 miles to Fort Worth, and waited for the train. Dewey was shocked. He didn't need to read the big sign around her neck. It was a Woodrow boy's strawberry blonde hair, all right, but Susan's face, Beth's face. Beth and Tammy Lynn just stared. After a moment, Beth squatted down and held out her arms. The little strawberry blonde hesitated a minute, gave a small cry, and ran full force into Beth's open arms. They burst into tears. Home. Signed, sealed, safe.